Hello everyone, welcome to Train Simulator Classic and a live stream for a change. My microphone seemed a little bit loud, so I'm going to turn that down. Turn it down some more. That should be good right there. Train sim up a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Done messing with volume. Alright, so we are in the Searchlight Simulations SD70ACU. It's a really fun locomotive to drive. Have enjoyed it. Really good. Recommend you buy it, just like any Searchlight Simulations product. It's got the same things you'd expect from the last releases. Good sounds, good textures, good simulation. Just all around really great, fun locomotive. And we are on the updated version of the Canadian Mountain Pass route. I don't remember what it's called, but it's on Train Simulator Community. Doesn't take a ton of dependencies to use it. Can't remember the exact ones. Not gonna look it up because I don't feel like it. But if you do own the Canadian Mountain Pass route, look into getting the updated version from Train Sim Community. It's a really, really good upgrade. See, we're gonna get our link here. Oh, that was the wrong one. Let's see, 7504. We're gonna set up our train here. Don't know how far we'll get today. Probably only gonna run for a few hours, just to kind of test out the whole live streaming deal. I've done it before, but I feel like this time is a little bit better. I've got a new PC, really, really good PC that I like. I built over the summer, so I mean, even though I'm streaming right now and I've got these advanced locomotives, I'm still getting about 78 FPS in the cab, 77, 78 FPS in the cab, and outside getting about 39, 40-ish, and that's with a 1.5 mile long train of Searchlight Simulation cars and, you know, a few Searchlight Simulations AC 4400 CWs in tow. So this computer really kicks ass, and I'm very proud of it. So we'll finish setting up our train here. that on, turn on our number lights, make sure our isolation switch is set to run, and turn on our headlights. There we go. Let's see. I shouldn't have to do anything else. So this is 122 cars. I've got 4 locomotives. I'm running a 310 configuration on this train. So we've got 1 middle distributed power unit, little over halfway through the train, and we're gonna hit some steep grades today. But these AC 4400s are really strong. ACU not so much. We'll give it a look. Damn, I've already got 3 likes on this stream. That's pretty cool. Thank you to anybody who liked. Looks like I've got 1 viewer. I wonder if that 1 viewer is me. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. I don't work here. I'm running this anyway. Yeah, so we should be good to go. I'm gonna go forward and knock off the brakes. Let the rear get up to about 85 pounds and then we'll be ready to set off. Alright, stream looks really good. Alright, we're coming up on 80 on the rear. We should be ready to depart here soon. Alright, let's get moving. Movement on the rear. We'll go ahead and knock off that independent brake and start notching up. checking on the stream here. I don't really know what I'm doing, so. Any AI trains on this run, unfortunately. I didn't really feel like setting all that up, so we'll see. Lost our FR comm there. In the AC4400, that would set off an alarm, and it scares me every time. It's the exact same alarm that goes off when you go into emergency. Not the best feeling, especially whenever you're really struggling on a mountain grade. Running from Revelstoke to Eldon, but we ain't making it. I can tell you that. That's a 6-hour journey. I ain't doing this for 6 hours. At least 6 hours. No, like I said, I'm not doing that. We'll probably make it to... We won't make it to the loops either, but we'll make it to... I'd say... Beavermouth? I'll let make it a Beavermouth. if anybody's out there watching, feel free to say hello.
And he's good on the salt grill for his career over. Thank you. 7023 East, go ahead. CP7023 East is complete by the East DSD sounding. Switch at heading here in track number 2018-2018-1205, 1205. BJM is that correct? ACFC stop, switch heading call, okay.
Out there. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat. Ask some questions if you want.
static switch at heading home position by Everson Skipper. Alright, static switch at heading home position.
Yo, what's up, Woody? I had a feeling that you were going to show up in chat. I had a feeling. No, man, but I am. This thing's amazing. Especially whenever you put 3 AC4400 CWs behind it. Really shines. Oh, you can hear me. I've been playing around with my audio a bunch, so not sure how well I can be heard right now. Yeah, I know. I watched your stream the other day on Twitch. I'm working on the cabs. That thing's gonna be awesome. Really I'm looking forward to everything y'all have in the pipeline for right now. But no, this and Smokebox. Yeah, I saw that. That's going to be cool. I'm not sure if I have a route that's going to work with, but I'll probably end up... This is the only reason I bought Canadian Mountain Pass in the first place, was to run y'all's equipment on it. Okay, now, don't tell me that. Because that gets me really excited. The game's been needing some more content, a little bit more diversity, because it's like, right now everywhere is Canadian Pacific. Everywhere. All of it. I run this stuff on any route. Yeah, this is the CPKC version of it. Off Train Sim Community. Losing speed. Yeah, looking forward to the NS stuff. Looking forward to Freight Car Pack 3. Looking forward to the passenger equipment you are working on. And really looking forward to the UP AC4400. That's going to be fun. I really wish that the Tehachapi route for Train Sim was a little bit better, because in real life I love Tehachapi. I've liked that route ever since I had it in Trains 12. That was a really good jointed rail version. And the DTG version, the trackage isn't bad, the scenery isn't bad, it's just everything else is broken. No whistle boards, no speed limit signs, which blows my mind. And the actual track textures are lame. But I'll still run that route with that locomotive on it just because I like the Tehachapi Pass. What other route would be good for that? Feather River Canyon, the updated version of Feather River Canyon would also be fun to run. Not sure what I'm going to run that NS ACU on. Yeah, it's laughable. The only route I think might be worse is the Kansas City route, which I refuse to buy. I cannot do it. Yeah, I never downloaded that version. haven't seen it. It looked pretty good. I think it was the SP timeline. I don't know, SP. I can't think of the word. SP days is whenever that route was set. But never. Oh yeah, Powder River route. Yeah, that does suck. I never got that route either. That hurts, because that route looks really good. I'm speeding, not paying attention to the grade.
CPKC, DNH dispatcher read. Okay, 7023 East Coast.
Yeah, you could probably get away with running maybe the UPSD40-2s on it, and then the BNSF SD40-2s are more XBN type. You can still run it on there. I just wish we had some better SP stuff, which they do have that SP AC4400 that's out there, that's based on the AC4400 that came with the Hatchback Pass, which is pretty good. It's just, I ran that Locomotive, and it's like, to me it feels really weak. Like it doesn't quite pull like the Searchlight AC4400, but it's still a good Locomotive. And I want to say there's an SD70M pack out there that's pretty good, that uses the Searchlight sounds. Nice if we could get like backdated routes in Train Sim that actually came with decent rolling stock. The worst part is with these routes, yeah, I get it. The worst part is like every route that comes out for Train Simulator is a mountain grade, and the locomotives that come with it, you can't do a proper hill start with them because you can't apply amperage until the brakes have released. And it's so dumb, it infuriates me. The model that came with
Alright, clear 2016.
Attachment Pass for a DTG model, it's not terrible. It's textured very badly, but someone did a Union Pacific repaint pack for that locomotive, and it's really good. Very good textures. I can't remember who did it though. It might have been LP. I don't know. Can't remember. I'm gonna look it up right now just because I'm curious. The AC4400s, I feel like, really do. It's pretty impressive what you can haul up a 2% grade with the AC4400. The SD70ACU doesn't quite, I feel like, have the pulling power of the AC4400. I don't know exactly what the difference is. I'm sure you do because because you built it, you made it in the game, and you're a real engineer. But yeah, it's what we're stuck with. So you know, I still play it. I've been getting into sim racing lately, so I kind of got out of train sim for a little bit, but got back in it as recently, ever since the ACU came out. Plus, I've just been finding a little bit better content.
CP7023 East is complete by the East DST Sonic switch and heading here to track number 2018-2018-1205, 1205, HAM is exit.
Yeah, I noticed that ACU, it does not like downhill grades at all. But I will say this, ever since the last AC4400 update, and then the ACU, the performance with this equipment has been like phenomenal. Right now, even with this train, this is a 122 car long train, 7,500 feet. I'm getting around 85 frames per second in the cab, and outside facing the train, which is whenever you usually get your worst FPS, I'm getting about 40 frames per second, which is really good. And then I was running the AC4400 scenarios and was running about 45 frames per second in those. So, and the texturing on these ACUs are, they're, you know, chef's kiss. They're great. Funny thing about the defect detector, yeah, dude, it shows. The first time I ran this route with this train, I didn't know that the ACU was compatible with the defect detector, and it scared the shit out of me. I pooped. I was just not expecting it. I had the radio turned off too, the regular radio. Wasn't expecting it. It was like somebody was whispering in my ear.
The 7023 East reports at the East DST Sonic switch and heading normal position by 100% skipper.
But really nice touch to this route. The detectors.
East Sonic switch and heading normal position.
And originally I had this train with a DPU on the rear, and it was too easy going up grades, so I was running about 2.4 horsepower per ton, knocked it down to about 1.7 horsepower per ton, and a little bit more challenging this way. completely impossible shot right here. This route is so freaking huge, man. I'm hoping to make it to Beaver's Mouth tonight. That's I don't think I'll make it all the way to the end of the route tonight. I plan on sleeping at some point. I may do a review on the Norfolk Southern ACUs. I'll probably do the CP and Norfolk Southern ACUs together when that comes out. Mainly because I think we'll get it. I imagine you'll probably update the CP ACU, and I always like to wait a little bit, quite a while actually, to do reviews because things get updated not fairly often, but I kind of like to wait till we get the best version of a locomotive before I do a review. And because I'm lazy, reviewing things takes a while. That, and the cool thing is if I do the ACUs together like that, the CP and NS ACUs, I review all the ACUs that have existed. Because I'm pretty sure NS and CP are the only ones that run them. And some that are already being scrapped. I haven't posted like a legit edited video on this channel since the AC4400 review, which was, oh god, I don't want to look. Oh, it was 4 years ago. That was pre-COVID, completely different world. Yeah, it is a little bit easier to stream. I just downloaded OBS onto my PC, on my new PC today. I had it on my old PC. I'm very happy with the performance though. I'm not seeing really any frame rate loss, which OBS has probably gotten better. I don't know if I set this as a passenger train or freight train in this scenario, if I went in and changed it to a freight train. So I don't know if I'm actually seeing the correct speed limits. Slow down in time? I'm not setting any brakes.
Okay, 7023 is good.
It's a good thing PTC is not active on this locomotive, or I'd be in penalty right now, I'm sure.
Sonic, switch and heading using
I probably would have been in penalty
018-1205, 1205. DJM, is that correct?
Although, I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how PTC works.
ACFC Sonic, switch heading call, okay.
Other than I've heard a lot of the times it doesn't. Okay, we're gaining speed. I don't think we hit another big gradient until a little farther up the tracks, and then I think after we go through the tunnel, it's
The
downhill.
first one was St. Cloud, the second one back and right.
I don't know this route all that well. Frankly, really the only route I know most of the speed limits on is Highline. And that's because I run Highline a lot. It's one of the only good modern routes in Train Sim that you can buy off Steam. That and Stevens Pass. I'm trying to think if there's any other that you can buy off Steam that's good modern railroading.
And he's good on the salt rail for career roller. Well, here's the
CB 8851 West, complete by the ECSC Sonic, switch and heading east, Sonic, switch heading reverse position, clear track for number 2016-201.
There's that CSX route. I don't know if that's any good. That I think is supposed to be more modern.
Alright, clear 2016-1153.
It's not the mountain line, I don't think.
The 7023 east, towards at the ECSC Sonic, switch and heading home.
Is it the mountain sub? No, there's a different one. The racetrack's not a bad route. I just thought of that one, but it's not finished. Like there's a part of the racetrack that literally has no scenery, very little, and it is a dog whenever it comes to performance. What is the other one? Is it the Hanover subdivision? Yes, that's the one, the Hanover subdivision. I don't know how good that route is. It doesn't look great. It looks like really old G-Tracks and something else. Oh, it's a branch line. Oh, okay. 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 I just wish we could get a high-speed, single-track main line with industries and a lot of sidings. That's all I want.
7023 east, go.
Mountain railroading is not the only railroading, and I don't think it's the funnest railroading either. I would kill.
7023 east,
I
complete by
would
the ECSC Sonic, switch and
kill
heading using track runner
to get the CPKC Beaumont sub
DJM, is that correct?
in TS, because I feel like that would be fun. Tons of foreign power,
ECSC
a lot of it. A lot of Kansas City Southern, lots of CP equipment run on there, and a lot more as of recently. So it goes from Beaumont to Shreveport, and very high speed, tons of sidings, a few industries, a few yards, and a lot of cool old Kansas City Southern depots are still left. And it's in my home state, so I'm very biased. But I've always enjoyed being around that stretch of road. Tons of trains every day. Part of the new CPKC Transcon to Mexico. And they run really interesting trains. They run a lot of shorter trains. They run a lot of... yes, it would. They run a lot of mixed, like, grain and intermodal, mixed freight and intermodal trains, which I don't see a ton of anywhere else but on Kansas City Southern lines. They love running split trains. And then their locals are cool to watch because it's two SD40-2s that I've seen, and they service some paper mills. And whenever they get out of those sidings, they freaking punch it. And then they also around here run some Kansas City Southern SW units, some SW, I don't know if they're 1500s or whatever, but in the bell paint scheme, and they work industries around here. They look really cool. That or the what is it, the Meridian sub, I think would be another good one. That's another high-speed route that Kansas City Southern has. I bet they're fun.
Alright, clear 2016, 1150.
There is one very close to me that is owned by an industry that probably hasn't been repainted since it was new, and it's an early one. I don't know the exact, it's behind gates, they move it occasionally, they still switch cars with it, but it's an early one. I don't know the exact unit. It's still got like the big freaking pointy headlight at the front. It's got to be from the early 50s, like early to mid 50s. I don't think it's ever been repainted. I see it almost every week, but I've never seen it move. I know it does move because they move it often. I need to put on some speed here. BNSF's getting rid of a lot of older equipment right now, it seems like. Union Pacific is getting rid of a lot of equipment. They are sending EMDs into storage every day. And around me, so the Union Pacific main line, the Lake Charles sub runs through my hometown. And every siding or every little yard has a row of either SD60Ms, the Triclops units, SD70Ms, and then even some Jeeps, some GP units like GP38s, some, I don't know what else they run. It's the ones without dynamic brakes that Union Pacific likes to run. They're everywhere around here in sidings.
7023 East is complete by the East DST siding. Switch antenna here in track number 2018-2018-1205, 1205 HAM, is that correct?
But what's cool around pretty much all the lines around here is I see a ton of foreign power, and then Union Pacific and BNSF share trackage over the BNSF Lake Charles sub because they have to cross it to get to what I believe is the BNSF Lafayette sub. that takes trains from Lafayette to New Orleans through New Iberia and Morgan City. And then Union Pacific trains split, go north and join their main line through Opelousas. That goes to, I believe,
First one's at St. Cloud,
New
the second
Orleans.
one's back to right.
I feel like Louisiana is unique in that I think every Class 1 operates in Louisiana. Even Canadian National. They operate the old Illinois Central line into New Orleans. That old switcher unit I was talking about, I want to steal it. I want to get in the cab. I want to start it. I want to take it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a lot of interesting railroading. Around New Orleans, every unit you would ever want to see, you will see it. I took the... Yes, locomotives are free. Railroads hate them. This train sim nerd figured out how to get locomotives for free. One day I'm gonna go out and that unit's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be very sad. It's been there since I was a little kid. It's in terrible condition, though. Making good progress though. I've already traversed. I think it'll tell me. Oh, I shouldn't do that. 30 miles. I've only gone 30 miles. Damn it. I keep accidentally hitting Control-Shift-I. What does that do? I'm scared I'm like messing with the isolation switch. Dude, but I feel like I could still finish this route in the same amount of time it takes me to finish the Pin Coal route. I hate that route so much. It is literally the worst. There it is. Oh my god, dude. Like, for its time, it's a decent route scenery-wise. But the operation is just so boring. What were they thinking? Out of every route they could have done, they're like, yeah, that one. We wanted to go from a coal mine to a loading facility through absolutely nothing. B-23s. Yeah, that sounds way better. Yeah, but it sucks. It is so bad. It's mountain railroading, but without the mountains. Livonia subdivision for Train Simulator. I don't know if you have that one or not. That route could have been amazing, but well, no, it couldn't have, because it's the only route they could have picked in Louisiana that has any substantial gradient. Never mind, I take back what I was about to say. It's still a completely ass route. Most of the crossings don't even have crossing arms. It's just laughably bad. Skyhook Games. And then I can't even put the AP weather enhancement pack on it, because the way Skyhook does the files on that route, I can't figure it out. It's like they couldn't even get the trees right. Like, if you go on Google Images and you look around there, it's all pine trees. It's big, tall pine trees, and like everything's an oak tree. Everything's like this weird, short oak tree. You feel like you're a mountain in the locomotive, like you're looking over all the trees. It just, yeah, it's so bad. I wish that would have been a route that, I think High Iron are the guys who do all the routes now that are actually pretty decent. That did like Raton Pass and the Shasta line. And what's the other one? Arizona Divide is a good route. I think that's High Iron, and they do a pretty good job. Good track work, has the speed boards, most of the crossings are right, or they're at least, close enough. And the routes in general are kind of interesting railroading, pretty good approximation. It's not like Highline levels, like Montana Highline levels of funness, but pretty decent routes. I actually really like Arizona Divide. I think that's a pretty solid route.
CE rail detector milepost 95.1.
But no, Livonia subdivision is terrible.
No defects.
But it's still not as bad as the Tehachapi Pass route. That route blew my socks off with how ass it was. The first time I played, I was like, oh man, double yellows? That doesn't seem right. I'm like, I hope this is not it. Skyhook Games is no business making this DLCs. Yes, you are correct. Stick to British DLCs in Train Sim World. But no, and it's so weird because I feel like in 2016, DTG actually came out with some decent routes for a train sim. Like TS 2016 was freaking awesome. We got Feather River Canyon, which is an actual like half decent DTG route. I really like the scenery in that route. And they also did some special things, like you only get snow once you get past the tunnels into actual Feather River Canyon, and the scenery is actually pretty good. You got the Riviera subdivision, not Riviera subdivision, the Riviera route, Riviera line in the 50s, which I had a blast with whenever that came out. It was all like half decent equipment. It all had Steam Sound Supreme sounds, decent physics, like things worked the way they were supposed to. And then DTG as of lately with their routes, it's so laughably bad. It's like they just go, all right, we didn't forget about you, but we forgot about you. It's like if you didn't feed your dog for 2 weeks and you're like, oh man, sorry, here's a milk bone. Hope you feel better, buddy.
MC66, the first one's at St. Cloud, the second one's back to right.
Now, I will say this. I am of the very, very vast minority of people who have benefited from the recent updates. I'm actually getting better performance and seeing less crashes in this game than I did before. and they actually fixed the problems with the bloom in the game. So it used to be like any interior lighting in a locomotive would be completely blown out. Like you wouldn't be able to see what it was actually illuminating, especially in like, say the AC4400 was a good example, or the SD40-2s. Like any of the dash lights would just be completely, I don't know, it'd just be like a light sitting on top of the texture. And they fixed that. It doesn't do that. The adaptive bloom doesn't break everything anymore. And I really like that. But for 2 years it was broken. For 2 whole years, the adaptive bloom in this game was broken. They finally fixed it. I happen to know you, Woody, have had some issues with the updates. I saw a post on a forum that somebody posted in a Discord. You didn't look too happy.
Alright, clear 2016 1153, carry.
But as long as people are still making content for this game, I'll keep playing it. Especially when that Searchlight, Smokebox 060 comes out, the 060 Union Pacific switcher. That one's gonna be mine. I'm owning that one day one. Pick up the speed here up to 30. I don't know if that's, if I'm supposed to be going 30. No, I'm supposed to be going 25. I think I just broke the sounds. Damn it, TS. No, they're right. No, they're right. Actually get this shot in real life. Woody, if you're still in the chat, I do have a question for you. I can never figure out the AC4400 radio for the life of me. So I don't know if I'm not putting in the right tone number to get it to work or what. I think the channels are, I want to say 91-91. Bruh. That's why I could never get it to work. That's why. I spent like a solid 10 minutes going, I'm putting in the right radio channels. Why is it not working? I thought it did. I could have sworn I had gotten it to work one time, but I guess not. Oh no, definitely. Yeah, good decision. Good decision. I feel like especially with the early versions of the AC4400, I feel like I always had problems, especially whenever I was using like more than two AC4400s. I'd always have problems running out of the audio slots. Like I'd either lose sound in the cab or lose sound out in the exterior. It's better now, I feel like, than it was. Like right now, I mean, these are working great. These are, well, they're the trail units, but they're working great with the ACU. Which the compatibility between the ACU and the AC4400 is perfect. These things run great together. The speed limit goes up to here. Binoculars when y'all run trains in real life, Woody? Sometimes? Or is that against the rules? I've always kind of wondered.
0 info Y.
So is that like specific to spotting signals? Or are they just banned in general? Okay. Yeah. I know in real railroading, more or less, you're just supposed to kind of know the route. You know where the signals are at, you know where the speed limits are at, you know where to slow down. And I don't have the time to learn a 150-mile route train sim. I'm never going to run this route in real life. Somebody does. Some 12-year-old kid, I guarantee you, knows Mariah's Pass like the back of his hand, and Sherman Hill. Or some kid in a Run 8 server. And we're talking the kind of children where if a car glitches through the gates in-game, they're slamming on the emergency brake, screaming at the top of their lungs. Like, God, now I've scared myself. I don't want to get into the train sim roleplay servers. Jesus Christ. Which Run 8 actually looks fun. But I'm thinking more like train sim, somebody role-playing this game. Which I guess you kind of are when you drive it, but I feel like somebody takes it to the max. It's like a major highway.
Track number 2018-2018-2018-1205, 1205. HAM is that correct?
the CSX police reporting trespassers on the main line. We should be getting to the downhill portion of the route here soon, or at least one of the downhill portions of this route here soon. I want to say after here, it's downhill through the tunnel.
Second one back to right.
So I'll get to demonstrate my terrible train handling abilities. Yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of cringe, but each to their own. Always love it though whenever I do any type of review, or at least whenever I used to do reviews of like free content, the amount of children in the comments who cannot get it to work on Trains with a Z mobile. Those are the days. Those were the days, man. Glad Trains Mobile exist. Kind of any of the videos you see online about it really take you back to that early YouTube MSTS crash compilations. Levels of content, except a lot more cringe. Yes, 4 FPS was recorded with fraps. This was before Bandicam. Bro, whenever I first got a train sim, I had the shittiest laptop you could ever possibly own. I would run Trains 12 at a solid maybe 10 FPS.
7023 East Coast.
And I was happy. It was simpler back then.
CP7023 East is complete by the ECST Sonic. Switch at Hennig Ears in track number 2018-2018-1205-1205. BJM, is that correct? ECST Sonic, switch Hennig, oh, okay.
Yeah, whenever I built my first like good gaming PC, and I downloaded Trains 12, and this was after Trains A New Era came out, which by the way, Trains A New Era was a shit game too. I downloaded Trains 12 to run Tehachapi Pass, and I was so disappointed whenever I got into that game, and I don't think there's a setting to make scenery render behind the camera, so every time you turn around, the scenery would render in, and I was so disappointed. I was like, no, all this work, and I still get terrible performance in Trains 12, but I had TS 2017 at that point, so I just played that instead. I tried Trains New Era, and it was just so bad. I was like, I'm not investing money into this game. This is stupid. They finally, N3V Games finally delivered what they promised for Trains New Era when they came out with TRS 19. And by then it was too late. I was too deep into Train Sim to switch over to switch back to Trains with a Z.
Good on the salt rail from the rear, over.
But Trains 12, in my opinion, wasn't that bad. Came with decent content. But Trains New Era, just for what they promised and what we actually got, which was Trains 12 with better shadows, dude, that left such a sour taste in my mouth. I was pissed. I pre-ordered that game for some reason because I was too stupid to realize that it was going to be bad.
Alright, clear 2016, 1153.
I ordered the boxed edition, the deluxe edition. It was boxed. That was dumb.
The 7023 east towards the east.
It'd be like buying a boxed edition of Train Sim World 8, or whatever number we're on. I cannot bring myself to buy Train Sim World 4. I can't do it. I want to run the British content on that game because it actually seems decent. But the American stuff I couldn't care less about. The Gevos with the EMD GE hybrid screens are hilarious. I know. I think what it was is, well, my whole deal is they could just reused the screens from the AC 4400 that they already made, and it would have been more accurate than what they put in the Gevo. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Like, they could have just scaled that up and it would have looked better than what we got. And then with the SD70ACU that they came out with, only having Thunder cabs as an option? Bold move. Bold move. I guess whenever they asked the railroad to photograph or do whatever they do, I don't know if they 3D scanned it or not to get it in game. I very highly doubt that. I guess they were just like, yeah, you can use the one in the siding over there that's in storage. And that's how they managed to only get a Thunder cab in game. Like, they've got modern routes that are based in like past the point where railroads quit running those on the head end.
The first one's
The sound issues.
Second one back and right.
But Trains and World, it just, man, it's so hard to look at. Because you look at it, and it looks, at a very quick glance, you're like, that doesn't look that bad. And then you just watch one video of it, and you're like, I was wrong. Which, I had Train Sim World 2020, I had a few DLCs for it. None of them were good. The game was just boring, was the biggest problem. I cannot understand, explain it, but the game is just boring. None of the locomotives have any type of characteristics to them. They're just bland. It's like playing trains with the Z almost. Kind of how like every single thing uses the same basic scripting. So everything kind of feels the same, just with different power outputs. I guess that's a dumbed down way of putting it, but that's how it felt. I think my speed limit in here is actually 35.
Alright, clear 2016, 1153, accurate.
I waited way too late to take the power off. We can set up. Yep. Oh gosh. Way too late on that. We're just gonna go ahead and make a reduction. That was way more than I wanted to take out. Holy shit. Oh, bail off. I think I'm good up to 35 in here, but I really want to get this train under control before then. Last time I ran this, I had 4 AC 4400s, and their dynamic braking is strong. And I don't know how this is going to cope. I really need to get the speed under control though.
CP7023 East is complete by the East DST Sonic. Switch at handing gears in track number 2018-2018-1205, 1205. HAM, is that correct?
Okay. Oh, holy shit, what was that? Okay, we're losing speed way too quickly now. I don't know if you can tell, but I am not a engineer in real life.
MC66, the first one's the St. Cloud, the second one's back and right.
Okay. Oh, fuck. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, no, we're not good.
084Y. Checking.
I took too much air out. Put it in the setup, fuck it. I think we get to a 2%, so I'm not really too concerned with... I think right after we exit the tunnel, we get to a 2% grade, so I'm not really too concerned with having a little bit too much air taken out. If I can always just pull on the train and a little bit of acceleration. But we're accelerating, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. Haven't lost control, so if I lose control on a 0.9% gradient, that is an achievement, to say the least. I always forget it takes a little while before your air brakes actually start to do stuff, but we're definitely under control, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
B7023 East, towards the CST Sonic subject heading normal position by 9% skipper.
Oh.
Sonic subject heading normal position.
I find that having a mid-train DPU in TS is one of the only ways to combat the wacky downhill physics in TS. If you just run a rear DPU or no DPU at all going downhill, ooh, this game does not like it. We're good right now. I've been streaming for 2 hours.
Okay, 7023 East, go. CP7023 East is complete by the ECST Sonic. Switch at handing ears in track runner 2018 018 1205 1205 BJM, is that correct?
I never broke the speed limit, so I feel like I'm doing good. I just got on the brakes.
ECST Sonic, switch at
As soon as my DPU, or about probably 10 cars before my DPU, I probably should have had the dynamics and set up and been off throttle. We're good now.
MC66, the first one's in St. Cloud.
How's the stream quality looking? Feel like it's doing pretty good.
He's good on the salt rail for the rear, over. Well, here's that. Thank you.
CB8851 West, complete by the CST Sonic switch and heading east, Sonic switch heading reverse position, you clear track for number 2016-2016-1153-1153, Alright, clear 2016-1153, carry.
I feel like I need to be down to 25. Feel the train bunching up a little bit.
North of the CST Sonic switch and heading normal position by
Nope, 35 is track limit. Okay.
Alright, Sonic switch and heading normal position.
30. Ah. Should start picking up speed here soon. I think the DPU just went over the change in gradient. So bump it up to like notch 3 or 4. Dynamic brakes. I have a lot of air taken out, so I'm not really worried about having to run away right now. Okay, now I'm a little bit worried about having to run away.
Okay, 7023, East Coast.
Man, it's weird.
CB7023 East is complete by the ECST Sonic switch and heading here in track number 2018-2018-1205, 1205. BJM is exit right.
Here we go. Nope, need more.
ECST Sonic switch heading. Okay.
Sighting. Train sim dispatcher at its finest, taking me into a sighting for no reason. little bit of speed, but I think it's probably best to keep the train a little bit bunched up with dynamics, just in case that tail end pushes us a little bit.
Alright, clear 2016 1153, not accurate. B7023 east, reports at the east, CST Sonic subject heading normal position by presents given. Alright, east Sonic subject heading normal position.
47 miles. We can take that. Okay, Train Sim had a field day with that little maneuver. At 20, and then I think it's
CPKC, DNH dispatcher.
time for the big downhill run.
Okay, 7023 east, go. CP7023 east is complete by the east CST Sonic.
That's
Switch
whenever
heading
we
east
hit
track number
our nice little 2%
1205,
grade.
1205. BJM is that correct?
Yes.
East CST Sonic switch heading. Oh, okay.
Thank God for dynamic brakes. Yeah, big downhill coming up. I really need to get my speed down. Alright, perfect.
And P66, the first one's at St. Cloud, the second one's back and right.
Ah! Cool part of the route. Interesting. Ah. Yeah, big grade right here. Yep, 2.2%. Go ahead and bump us up. start gaining speed here in a little bit. There we go. I have my distance counter set up, and I usually use it throughout the route, but I haven't used it this time. Okay, we're picking up some serious speed here. I'm gonna go ahead and make a minimum reduction, bail it off. Slow down a little bit, but that's okay. This is what we call good train handling. Staying a few steps ahead. God damn it, where? Stop it. I'm gonna go ahead and just take out a little bit more air. A little bit more dynamic brakes. Probably in a little bit gonna start picking up speed really quickly as the back half of that train as we really start going downhill. But I don't think this gradient will last that much longer. It kind of fools you. Start slowing down now. It's a 20-pound reduction. That's a lot of air. Okay, we may have to take out more air. Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have to. Not much more though. No, we're actually perfect. Now we're gonna have to take out a little bit more. Are we full dynamic brake? Yes. I don't want to let off the dynamic any. I don't want to give this train any more momentum than what it's got, because I'm probably going to have to take out more air. I like that I can see through the headrest. Alright. Let's see how we're doing here. Good up to 25. Just let the train kind of get there on its own. Probably whenever I hit about 23 miles an hour, we'll take out a little bit more air and then ease off the dynamics a little bit. Because ideally, I feel like you want to have your dynamics to kind of control speed, and when you're notch 8 on your dynamics, you can't really do that. It'd be cool if, like, on the AC 4400s, if there's like a way you can make the dynamic brake array glow at night when you're under hard dynamic braking. That would be cool. I've seen a few videos of GEs doing that. I don't think on the EMDs you'd be able to see it like you can on the GEs. thing slowing down so much all of a sudden? The grade did not let up. There we go. We're gonna start picking up speed quick now. No? What? .3% hits differently depending on where you're at in this route. I don't know, the train might have just settled or something. To about right there. Oh shit. Oh, no. Alright, there we go. Now it'll start slowing down. Per chance. This is freaking cool. Yeah, I'll make it to Beaver's Mouth tonight, and then tomorrow I might finish this run. I don't think it takes as long to reach the end of the route. No, it probably takes about the same amount of time. Yeah, it takes about the same amount of time. Start picking up speed here. Randomly losing speed on a 2.4% gradient. We'll start gaining speed now. No. Just give it a second, it'll start gaining speed. Okay, maybe not. Playing around with some stream settings right now. But I just looked at it and the stream looks pretty good. I maybe could bump up the bit rate a little bit, but to me it looks good right now. You've gone about 55 miles. Alright, gradient's finally letting off a little bit, so be able to start cutting back on the dynamics. Right there in mountain grade. We're still gaining speed a little bit, but we should be fine. Yeah, we're losing speed pretty good now. Just reached over 100 views on this stream. I'm pretty Pretty happy about that. Track speed's about to go up to 30. Go ahead and just add some dynamic braking, and then I'll kill these brakes. Keep the dynamic brakes on, because I know once I release those, I'm going to start picking up speed. Sorry about that. I'm messing with stuff right now, so might see a few little glitches there. Once the rear passes that signal, we should be clear up to 30. Sorry. I need to do a stream in card, but I didn't set one up before I started streaming, so. But we're not going anywhere right now, so don't you worry. Get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. I wonder if the dynamic brakes would normally deactivate the alerter, adjusting the dynamic brakes. Seems like they would, but every locomotive is a little bit different, so I wouldn't be surprised if you have to move the throttle to get the dynamic to get the alerter to cancel. I know there's only like 2 people watching right now, but getting pretty close to 500 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, you know, you don't have to, but it would be nice. I'm hoping to do some more streams here and there whenever I can. This has been pretty fun tonight. You know, even though I haven't had a ton of viewers, you know, you're not gonna start streaming one day and get a bunch of viewers, and I'm not really too concerned about that. I was gonna play Train Sim anyway, just figured I'd stream it. Like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, you know, feel free to do so if you want to. Alright, we are clear up to 30. Back on the throttle again. Feels good. Did pretty good on that downhill grade. I feel like I didn't screw it up. We didn't run away. Did not derail. Just another day on Rogers Pass. I think this is Rogers Pass. and then whenever you get further down, it's kicking horse pass. I don't know. The whole thing might be kicking horse pass. I really don't know. But I think that was Rogers Pass. Anybody who knows better than me, feel free to correct me. 'Cause I'm not a genius on shit like this. Bump it up into notch 5, get us up to 30. Back down to notch 4. New little run by. Never hurt nobody. Right, I did notice somebody just subscribed. It doesn't give me a notification on that, so whoever did that, thank you. Very much appreciated. Somebody liked it. Thank you, whoever did that. I wish it gave me notifications on so I can give shout outs for whenever people like it and subscribe. Because I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna try to do some stuff to kind of improve the stream quality. I still have a lot to learn. I remember a little bit from what I had learned before on OBS, but it's been a while, so kind of having to retry. And then tried some new things this stream that I feel like worked really well. And as for like internet connection and stuff like that, I feel like it's going really well. We're gonna start another grade right here, so once we start gaining speed, I'll start backing the throttle off again. Looks like we're already gaining speed, so go ahead and back that throttle off. I believe this is going to dump us straight into Beaver's Mouth, and we'll stop there. And I think call it, because we're getting close to 3 hours on this stream. We'll go ahead and get the dynamic brakes in the setup. Start pulling some amperages in the other direction. Go ahead and the dynamic brake one. Are those rails right there? Is that the old line? Huh. I guess it is. I wonder if that's part of the original line that ran through. Through this area. Because there was the original line that ran through here that they built in sometime in the 1800s. And then in the early 1900s, they built part of the modern line that we see today. And then in the 80s, they did another line that runs through here to help increase traffic flows, which is why you see two tunnels pass on part of the route that we just went past not too long ago. One of the tunnels, the longer of the tunnels, is the newer tunnel. That's line 2 or main 2 or whatever they call it. We're in Beaver's Mouth now. Speed limit actually increased to 35. Did not realize that. That was not a steep. That was not a very long grade. Like we're about to enter into the siding. We're not going to go into the siding. We're going to stay on the main, but we're going to stop right here and tire train down, and you know, we'll look at maybe doing the rest of the route tomorrow, or maybe we'll do something a little bit different tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I have no plans for tomorrow. Was thinking about going fishing in the morning, but got a lot of rain recently and the local river's flooded, so it's not flooded, there's enough water to make the fishing not good, so looks like train sim it is tomorrow. Probably wondering, you know, you ain't got nothing better to do. Why don't you just go hang out with your friends? Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna stay at 25 because we're stopping soon, so no point in speeding up, getting all the way to track speed just to slow back down again. Doesn't make very much sense to do that. wondering, this is how long our train is. All the way to back here. It's 122 cars. We've got one mid-train DPU right there. Number 8635. And then we've got 3 units up front. One SD70ACU and 2 AC4400 CWs. Like I said, this train's a little over, I think, 1.5 miles long, 122 cars, and this is a really great combination to run this route on. And this uses, of course, the Searchlight Simulations SD70ACU and the same Searchlight Simulations AC4400 CW and their freight car pack 01 and 02. And what I basically did to make this consist is I took the 70 car mixed freight train from the SD70ACU pack and the 52 car freight train mixed freight from the SD40-2, the BNSF SD40-2, and I combined them together and just swapped the locomotives out and added an EOT on the end. And it's perfect for this route. It's here's the info sheet on it if you want. Yep, so 7,504 feet, 10,314 tons, 1.7 horsepower per ton. We ran 64 miles a day, did that in just under about 3 hours. And it was a really fun run, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to do this again. Just want to say thank you to Woody from Searchlight Simulation for stopping by. He always seems to comment or join in on the streams anytime I use some of their equipment, so really nice to see them in there. Really great part of the community. Glad to have them around. Thank you to anyone who liked and subscribed and all the people who showed up to watch. Gonna end out this stream with about 117 views, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I really hope y'all tune in for the next one. Really enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave y'all with about 5 minutes or so of SD70ACU and AC4400 idling sounds, because they're freaking awesome. Thanks, y'all.